Yeah, hello. What up, everybody? Welcome to Lunatic Radio Wednesday nights, day after Christmas, 2018, coming to a close. I'm Kieran, that's CRIS ITALIA way over there in the beautiful city of New York. Fucking A, Chris, are you there? Talk on the microphone. Let me know you're there. There he is. There he is.
I'm distracted by your fake Oasis song.
It's not a fake Oasis song. I'm not trying to be Oasis with this song. It's just a good song. I like it.
I don't know why can't we just play other music?
Because YouTube don't allow. They don't allow that.
They allow it. They allow it. You just won't be able to monetize the video.
No, they flag you. I don't know.
You have to credit the song.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you need to do.
I don't. What are you talking about? No, they flag you. I get flagged. Back in the day when Rock and I didn't even know what the hell we were doing on the YouTube, they flag you.
Include the song. You have to include the credit of the song.
Well, I'm working on other things anyway. I like YouTube. I like being stuck on YouTube, but I mean it's a good service.
Facebook, if you ask me.
We tried the Facebook thing. Like it's kind of it's not the kinks aren't worked out on the Facebook Live yet.
What about the Instagram Live?
Well, that's what I'm gearing towards, trying to get on everything at once. That's what I'm trying to do, and then have a centralized instant feedback, chat room feedback, whatever the hell you want to call it, and then you know, everything will just go to one spot and we'll be able to interact with everybody. That'll be the thing, you know. Chris and I were doing this, getting ready for the show tonight, and it was just a struggle to get the everything working. But if you're listening live, it's Wednesday. Word up! Welcome to the Lunatic Radio show, and we're fucking off and running. And it's fucking the day after Christmas. I don't even know if anybody's listening to radio today. They're probably all like eating, still spending time with family. You and I are here fucking cranking out radio shows.
That's right, man. We're family. This is Boxing Day. I don't know if you know about that.
What's Boxing Day?
Boxing Day. It's an international holiday. It's when peasants would get to open up their gifts from their masters.
I have no idea what that is. Is that like
it's trending right now on Twitter.
Is it?
It became a whole big thing. Yeah.
Is it like Unboxing Day? Because I always see those videos that are fucking riveting.
There's Boxing Day.
Explain it to
Boxing Day. I just did.
Oh, do it again because I wasn't listening.
They're using today as a day of like sales and stuff like that. They turned Boxing Day from evil, shitty thing into a good thing.
Okay. Taking the negative and turning it positive. Is that what you're saying?
Sure are.
What is that creepy ass fucking shit?
Turning tragedy into comedy.
Fucking positivity. Chris over there. I'm sick, but
yeah, stay away from me, man.
Don't worry about it. I'm fucking 300 miles away. 300 miles away. 3,000 miles away.
I can still catch it.
Yeah, there's a big virus going around, I think. There's a lot of flus and stuff. The influenza.
I try to stay away from people.
Kind of beaten down by life in the last week or so. It's fucking sucks being sick. You got no motivation to do anything.
You bailed last Wednesday.
I know, because I had the flu.
What was my text to you, Kieran?
Fucking fucking Michael Jordan scored 50 with the flu. He didn't score 50 with the goddamn flu.
Did.
Yeah,
that's a huge thing.
At the time, he
scored 50 points.
Yeah, but I'm not sitting here with a team of doctors in my apartment who shooting me up with
you don't remember that
hydrating
game?
my body
like
and stuff.
Basically dying on the sidelines.
I don't have something pumped into my arm that's gonna hydrate me to do a fucking podcast.
All he had was Powerade or Gatorade or whatever he was drinking.
Horse shit. It was the NBA Finals versus the fucking Utah Jazz. Is that what it was?
Gatorade. That's what he had.
Yeah, Gatorade. So they're just like, hey, Mike, drink some Gatorade. Get out on the floor. It's game 7. Score 50. We'll go home.
That's all you had to do last week. That's all you had to do was just drink some Gatorade.
Drink some Gatorade. and I would have been fine to do the podcast. I was running
100%.
probably a fever of 102, and I couldn't even get out of my bed. But I was able to, I guess, in Chris's mind, to get up and entertain the folks with my saliva coming down my face.
I owe them that much.
I do. I know. I get that. But there was no entertainment coming out of me.
It would have been funny to see you sick on the air.
Yeah, and then I would have got all over the equipment. Then anybody that came in here to do the show again, like TJ on Friday or Rock does not come here, but Leroy Jenkins, they all would have got sick.
Listen, they know the risks.
You gotta risk it for comedy, I guess, right?
Right. How dedicated are they really?
Not really. Yeah, still sick, whatever, fuck it, Move along, you press on. This is a weird week to be doing radio shows. I don't think I've ever really done a radio show in this week. Usually I'm just fucking relaxing. Not doing much. Watching Netflix. Watching the Bird Box. Did you watch the Bird Box on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
It's that new fucking Sandra Bullock movie about the end of the world or something.
Great.
Yeah. All I know, I was watching it last night, and when the wind blew, shit got crazy. People died when the wind blew.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's like the big trending fucking thing to watch on Netflix right now. It's a good movie, but it's Sandra Bullock. Let me give you a little fucking question. How old is Sandra?
I don't really like her that much.
How old is she? Yeah, off the top of your head, don't fucking go on your little MacBook.
52.
Pretty close though. Big loser on you. You're a big loser.
Stop asking questions, you bunch of cunts.
She is 54 years old.
Oh, come on. I was close.
Yeah, 54 years old. If you watch the movie The Bird Box, you would never guess that she's 54 years old. But then I watched
the Red Box Bowl. Does that count?
What's the Red Box Bowl? Oh, like the football game?
Yeah.
They have a Red Box has a bowl game now? Is that real? That's not real. He fucking just made that up.
Yes, it is. Google it. It's real.
Red Box does not have a fucking bowl game.
They had a fucking bowl, man.
Red Box. You're talking about the machines, like the fucking kiosk that's outside of fucking Circle K's and 7-Elevens?
Correct.
It has a fucking bowl game?
Yeah, Red Box Bowl.
What does the winning team get? Fucking bunch of Red Box Bowl? Who's playing in the fucking Red Box Bowl?
It was the Michigan State Spartans versus the Oregon Ducks. It's coming up. They played last year. There was a Red Box Bowl last year, and there's another one this year.
It's on I didn't realize Red Box had a fucking bowl.
New Year's Eve, 3 p.m. The Red Box Bowl.
It's actually a very popular bowl. There's some pretty good fucking teams in that bowl.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
See? You want to shit on Red Box, but there they go, sponsoring some great games.
It's in fucking San Francisco, where the Giants play. The San Francisco Giants. Good for them. Shout out to everybody in the chat room watching this horse shit. I guess Chris and I popped on. Go ahead. I guess Chris.
That's a bowl, Kieran, that West Virginia will never be in.
No, because we're not flying to San Francisco to play football. We go to real bowls.
It's because West Virginia stinks.
They do not stink. Although my quarterback is not playing in this year's bowl, it's the camping bowl. We're in the camping bowl.
Yeah, see that? I mean, you're gonna not do the Red Box Bowl for the camping bowl,
and we're playing Syracuse, a basketball school.
Horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
And my fucking quarterback. What these new college kids are doing nowadays, when they're not playing in an important game like postseason bowl game, they're just skipping the bowl game altogether if they're gonna like try to get into the fucking NFL draft. So my quarterback's not even fucking playing. Half my team's not even playing. So it's like, what's the point of fucking watching the bowl game?
Because it's the camping bowl. Why should they risk injury for the camping bowl?
Yeah, but it's not like the old days. You gotta it's your school pride.
You know what though? In the old days, there wasn't 1,000 bowls to play at the end of the year.
Yeah,
there was 5 bowls. That's it.
There wasn't 5 bowls. It was a handful of bowls. It was a handful.
That was it. It was the Orange Bowl. It's been around forever. The Rose Bowl.
You're talking about way back.
Oh, whatever. 20 years ago.
There were more bowls than just a big 5.
There was 5 bowl games.
20. You're telling me 20 years ago there were 5 bowl games.
5. Those 5 bowl games.
5 bowl games 20 years ago. 5 bowl games. That's it. No one else fucking played. That's it.
No, but then all of a sudden it went from 5 to 10 to 10 to 15.
Like the Outback Bowl didn't exist 20 years ago. The Outback Bowls existed 20 years ago.
And so the reason why they went to the playoff system was because bowl games started to become meaningless.
Well, no, they wanted to determine a true national champion.
Yeah, because all the bowl games they were the best. They were the best bowl game.
It wasn't a fucking competition amongst bowl.
It was Sugar Bowl, Orange Bowl, Rose Bowl.
Call, you're on the air. Go ahead. Call. Oh well, I just hung up on him. Call, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Boy, I'm gonna get you. Boy, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, there he goes. That's the.
Who's that?
That's the racist caller.
Oh, keep him on, man.
No, he's. I'm not keeping the fucking racist caller. He's annoying as fuck. He really is.
But who is he? Is he a listener?
Well, yeah, apparently he listens because he called into the radio show. I don't think
Keep calling, buddy. Say whatever you want.
No, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not even fucking gonna deal with it. I know his number, so fucking I don't give a shit.
Ooh, let's call him and say something racist to him.
No, I'm not gonna call him. I don't want to deal with the racist guy. Enough. I just want to do the damn radio show. Fucking bang out some laughs maybe, and fucking, watch some Netflix. Maybe fucking eat something. Fucking scratch my nuts. There's not. Stop at the bowl. There's not five bowl. You want me to look it up? The bowl system.
The bowl system is a farce. It's just whoever was gonna pay up for bowl games.
All right, so how far do you want me to go back? List of bowl games in 1985. Is that what you want me to do?
1985. Let's do it.
List of bowl games in.
The Cotton Bowl. That was the other one. That was
list of bowl games in 1985. That's a good one. Not fucking 1085. 1985. Okay, here we go. Orange Bowl, Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Blue Bonnet Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, Peach Bowl, Freedom.
Right, the Fiesta Bowl. That was the other one.
Freedom Bowl.
Yeah, see, now they're getting ridiculous.
You're telling me 20 years ago.
5 major bowls. Sugar.
No.
Orange,
You
Rose,
told me your exact words. Fucking Chris, don't fucking spin it. Your exact words were there were 5 bowl games 20 years ago. This is more than 20 years ago.
Now there's like
no. The Freedom Bowl, the Gator Bowl, Aloha Bowl, Citrus Bowl,
Gator
Sun
Bowl doesn't count.
Liberty Bowl, Holiday Bowl, Cherry Bowl,
See,
Independence Bowl, and the California Bowl.
Games.
Those are all bowl games that took place in January 1st, 1985 and 1986.
Televised. Now they're all televised.
The fact is that I'm right and you're wrong.
Well, my fucking ears are in pain. Fucking hearing your fucking voice, you twat.
That's right. I back Liam backed me up on that.
We're the best band in the fucking world.
All right, Liam. All right.
So the question is, are you going to watch any of these bowl games?
No, probably not. No. I mean, they're background noise. At this point in my life, they're background noise. If I wake up early enough to fucking turn on the goddamn tube.
What about the Pinstripe Bowl?
I like. You know what? I like the Pinstripe Bowl because it's played at Yankee Stadium, and fucking I'm from New York,
which is an amazing place to watch football, by the way.
I actually went to the Stripe Bowl.
Yeah, how horrible was it?
It was actually really cool in the year I went because it snowed. And it was actually the bowl game that I'm playing this year. It was West Virginia versus Syracuse. Same exact fucking bowl.
Oh, that's why you went, because it was West Virginia.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to any other bowl West Virginia games?
Yeah.
No, because they're never in one.
No, yeah, they were in the fucking... I went to another one. Yeah, I went to the fucking goddamn Fiesta Bowl where we played Oklahoma and we beat them. Which is the only time we've ever beaten fucking Oklahoma in my entire fucking life. I got really smashed. I don't understand the... I used to go to... Well, I've been to many. I've been to a Yankee game with you, and I think I got trashed. Every time I go to a fucking sporting event, I have to get annihilated to fucking go. I never understood
what's wrong with you?
what's the point of that. What is the point of that? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a dumb
Enjoy the
thing to
game.
do.
That's why I'm there. I'm not there to drink 20 overpriced beers.
But apparently, in my younger years, I thought that that was the idea behind going to.
Who's your example of a man? I mean,
what?
Who's your example of a man?
Every d-bag that exists and works a 9-to-5 fucking job.
I'm sure your dad didn't do this. Did he do that?
Back in the old days, I don't even know if he went to fucking games back in the day. My dad.
Did he ever go to a game with you and just get trashed?
My dad?
Yeah.
No, actually, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
I remember him taking me to Met games like back in the day when they played in the old Chase Stadium.
Like your father, man.
Maybe he waited. He probably because he had to drive us. So and we lived out on Long Island and fucking the Mets played in Queens.
Does your brother get trashed when he goes to games?
Fucking yeah, he probably still does.
Oh man, you guys are hopeless.
But it's like the fucking thing to do. I don't like doing it. I'm not saying I'm for this. I think it's stupid. I went to a Michigan. I flew to Dallas like a year ago.
Would you get drunk at an NYCFC game?
No, not with a bunch of fucking soccer hooligans. Those guys a little fucking torn up. I don't want to fucking.
That's it. Next time you come to New York, I'm taking you to NYCFC game.
Yeah, I'm going sober, and I'm fucking. Yeah, I'm not fucking with soccer hooligans.
Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to a soccer bar in New York City that gets crazy.
Really?
Games, yeah. So if anyone wants to join me, I'll be at the Smithfield Hall.
Oh, sounds fucking riveting.
On 21st Street. It gets crazy, dude. People, they sing and they chant and they beat each other up. It's awesome.
It's taken over. I think it's like that. The American soccer thing is like a
West Ham play. West Ham.
What league? Do they have like different leagues here, like they do over fucking?
Did I lose you?
Are you here? Can you hear me?
I lost Kieran. I lost him.
You don't hear me?
Kieran.
Yeah, I'm here. Fucking Christ. This show's a fucking disaster.
I can't hear you anymore.
I know. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure that out. You there still? Or?
Yeah, I'm here. What'd you do?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did something. I love how you don't think it's any of your fault.
Nothing's my fault. I clicked
What
buttons.
just happened? What could have possibly just happened?
I muted you, so I didn't. I'm hearing an echo for some reason, and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, you're an echo.
Yeah, well, it's Christmas week, and as you can tell, I'm really motivated to do fucking radio shows this week.
Did you get any Christmas gifts?
I got some Christmas gifts, but don't you want to talk about the big topic of the day?
What's that?
Fucking spacey.
No, let's talk about what you got for Christmas first, then we'll get into that.
Who gives a shit what I'm 2 years old.
I would love to know what you got for Christmas. Come on.
I got I got some flip-flops. I got some New York Giant flip-flops.
From who? Your mom?
My sister sent them. From Jersey. They're authentic.
Isn't that delightful? What an amazing sister you have.
She is an amazing sister.
To think of you and then mail you a present across country.
Yes.
What else?
What did you get, Chris?
What did you get her?
What'd you get? Huh?
I actually didn't get anything.
I gave her a phone call because we were separate this year. Like I gave her a phone call. Yeah, I did. We were separated this year. Like I had
I gave her a phone call.
I did. My family was separate. Like we're in Texas, Jersey, and fucking Arizona this year. So we all just gave, whoever we were with presents. But my sister goes, she's very nice. She goes above and beyond. She's a remarkable, she's the angel of the family. So she, went the extra mile. She has the means to go the extra mile. None of us have the means to go the extra mile.
Did you get anything for your brother?
Yeah, I gave him a phone call. And that prick didn't even call me. I had to call him.
He's your older brother, right?
Older brother, yeah.
Yeah, he's not supposed
and I called him. I called my brother, and I was like, hey, Merry Christmas. And he's like, hey, here's my wife. That's what he did. I was like, what the fuck? Stay on the goddamn phone for like 2 seconds. It's Christmas.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Kieran? It's because if you're not on the radio, you're a horrible conversationalist.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, it said Merry Christmas. Wait, like that's the icebreaker to the fucking Christmas phone call, isn't it?
Did he say bah humbug?
No, he said, "Here's my wife." Like he didn't want to fucking talk to me. I was like, "What do you got to do for like the next 30 seconds? Just tell your fucking younger brother Merry Christmas." And
When you get to a certain point in life,
huh?
you talk to each other enough. What's the difference?
I know, but it's like it's ceremonial. You have to like call your close family on Christmas if you're not with them like in person, you know. They fucking call them. You just go, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
I think you're getting way too sentimental for this.
No, I think it's the right thing to do. Like, I'm not gonna call my brother or my sister on fucking Christmas.
No.
Were you with your entire family? Was there anybody in your family that wasn't present?
My brother wasn't around. My brother was in Michigan.
You didn't call him?
We traded texts. That's it.
You're like, fucking.
I talked to him enough, like where it's like, I don't need to tell you Merry Christmas. You already know I will wish you a Merry Christmas.
That's really fucking. It's really touching. That's fucking.
I mean, I just don't understand the point of calling someone for Merry Christmas.
Hey,
hey, jerk off, why didn't you call me the rest of the year? I've been waiting for you to call me.
Hey, it's fucking Christmas.
Why do I gotta wait till Christmas?
It's Christmas. Here you go. You know,
I hate the people that send massive Merry Christmas texts.
I do hate that. I hate being a part of any type of fucking group chain text. I hate it all. Because once one goes through, it's like a floodgate opens, and it's just like ding 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 ding. And just fucking stop.
And they don't deserve a response from me.
I'm not gonna fucking go into the group text and go scroll back and see who said what. Gives a shit.
Yeah,
don't get that. Enough with the fucking.
People have to put a stop to it.
Right. So I now eliminated all that rigmarole. That's that word again. And I just do sister call, brother call. That's it. Boom.
All right. How do you feel about Christmas cards?
I got a few. I don't send them out because I'm fucking single. What am I gonna do? It's fucking lonely as shit.
Well,
here's a Christmas selfie.
I don't understand the point of Christmas cards.
It's to show that we're all still alive in their, whatever. Oh, it's to show that, like, if you have kids, hey, here's my kids a fucking year older.
I got a Christmas card where there's random photo, like 5 or 6 different photos of all of them doing like these corny or like vacation-y things. There's nothing Christmassy about it. I'd rather get a card that says Merry Christmas on it and has like a fucking tree or a fucking, I don't know, something that says Christmas. I don't want to see pictures of you on the beach.
That's a bad Christmas card. Because
from August, I don't want to see that.
The Christmas card should be Christmassy. I do agree there.
I agree. Yeah, go all the way with it, man. Don't get lazy and show me a photo of you barefoot at the beach.
I remember when I was a teenager, we had this barn in the house I grew up with. And
you had a barn? Where the fuck did you live? You had a barn?
It was a barn. There was a barn in the back. There was a barn.
Where are you from, Oklahoma? Where are you from?
Fucking Wading River, Long Island. Fucking.
I mean, who has a barn in their fucking house or whatever?
Can you let me get to the? Can you let me get to the story? Do you want to argue for an hour and a half?
Horses and chickens in that barn?
There used to be horses in the barn. Well, I never owned a horse, but the previous owners of the home had fucking horses. Apparently, fucking Wading River, the town of Wading River on Long Island, back in the day, before fucking the riffraff started moving in and street lights started going up and every house, they started building these giant subdivisions. People had barns and they had horses and they had fucking chickens and turkeys, I guess. I don't know. So the previous owners of the home, before my folks bought it, had a barn. So what we did with that barn is that we put kegs in it and we had parties when we got older. That's what we did with the fucking barn. But anyway,
what a waste of a barn, man. This is okay. Then
let me get to the fucking.
Now we get to the root of the issue. You had kegs of beer in your barn. This is why you get shit faced all the time.
I'm Irish. I don't get shit faced all the time, by the way.
How often did you go to the barn and get beer?
I'm not from fucking Saratoga, fucking TJ the Mayor.
How often did you get beer at the barn?
In the barn? when we had parties in high school. That's where
So
we put
you
the
were
beer.
drinking. Your parents let you drink in the barn.
There was nothing in the barn. That's where you put the kegs. Like, it's a good place to hide kegs.
Wait a minute. So
When-
your
when the-
parents know? Did
No.
your parents know there were kegs there or not?
No, the parents, every time there were kegs in the barn, they were in another country. Ireland.
Ooh.
They were in Ireland getting fucking shit-faced. So we're like, you know what? We're Irish. We're home. We didn't get invited on the fucking big Ireland trip. So we're going to put kegs in the barn and invite our friends over. But
Most
anyway, can I get
kids-
back to the point of why I mentioned the fucking barn in the first place?
Most kids who have a barn usually have some kind of animal in it. You had beer.
Be honest with you, we had a homeless man in there one time.
Yeah, I would imagine because there was no other animals in there.
He
So
actually
you figured, this is a good place for me to settle in.
yeah, no, but luckily we found him when we had the homeless man in there because it was like 22 degrees and it was the middle of the night and the guy would have froze to death. So we found him in there and we fed him some soup and we called the authorities and they took him to a shelter.
I'm sure he would have lit.
But
some
anyway,
hay-
the point of the
some hay
fucking
and wood on
barn,
fire.
the point of the barn fucking getting back to the Christmas card thing. My
Yes.
parents had us all take a Christmas photo when we were teenagers from the barn. And I was sitting in the loft of the barn. My parents were standing on the grass below. And whoever took the picture did a camera shot up of my parents and me sitting on the top of the barn. But anyway. So
Do
it
you
was
have that photo?
no, I don't have it anymore. But it was destined to be our Christmas photo, which I didn't know. But it was taken during the summertime, so I had shorts on, and I had this. I must have I don't know why I was even out there in socks, but I was out there in socks. So I must have climbed to the top of the barn in my socks, and I'm sitting on the edge of the loft. And the person takes a picture of us just sitting there. And my parents used that image as our Christmas photo. And, came fucking Christmas photo time. My mom was going to send them out. I looked at the photo and I noticed that my sock was half hanging off my foot and it was covered in mud. And she sent that out. I looked like a fucking hillbilly. She sent that out as our Christmas photo for that
Well,
year.
you were in a barn, so you're already halfway there.
I know. So I got to imagine everybody that got that Christmas photo from the McCann family back in fucking
wish I got that
1994. We look like a bunch of hillbillies. But my parents just don't, they don't realize that. They look past that. We don't need to look like $1 million. Here's my scumbag son who puts kegs in the barn and he wears dirty socks and he walks around outside in his fucking socks.
Yeah, but guess what? At least they had a barn.
They have a fucking barn. What's the big deal about the fucking barn?
Because I don't know what a barn is. I've never been in a barn.
Get out of the fucking city, Chris. Go see a fucking tree.
I've gone to the country. I just haven't really experienced the barn
You haven't been in
lifestyle.
you haven't been inside of a barn in your entire life?
Maybe, but it was there was one barn I went to, but it was like a converted barn.
Into what?
Outside it looked like a barn, but inside it looked like this,
It's like a Pizza Hut or
No.
something?
like a bar. They made it into a bar or something.
Calling me a fucking alcoholic.
Hey, it wasn't my barn. It wasn't my barn.
Yeah. The Christmas cards, yeah. Apparently we don't like Christmas cards.
All right, what about this new trend for Christmas? People wearing lights around their neck, holiday lights.
That's been happening for fucking eons.
No. It
Ever
got to a nauseating fucking level this year. Everybody was walking around these fucking things.
Ever since decorative lights have been invented and the people went the one step further where they could use lights to decorate their bodies, that's when the fucking light thing. That's like in the 80s. People doing that since the 80s.
Wait, dude, get out of here. It just started happening.
No, it's you just noticing.
Dude, everybody was wearing them.
My mother's been a hack for freaking 25 years. She's been wearing that goddamn light fucking thing forever. She has antlered things with the lights on it. She has the neck thing that's fucking all lit up. She's very jolly. She's been
Man, you
doing
really
this.
hate your mother, man.
I do not. I love my mom.
Just shitting on her the whole
I like
show.
that my mom does the corny shit. The corny Christmas fucking cheer shit. What's wrong with that?
Well, I hate it. Just so you know. And then
What is
this year-
everything? Why does everything have to be cool? And why does everything have to be negative?
You know, the new thing this year was everybody wore Christmas pajamas and took pictures. The same Christmas pajamas. Did you see that?
No. Oh, like a couple, like couples Christmas fucking pajama. Yeah.
Yes. They wore the same exact pajamas,
Yeah.
and everybody posted photos on social media. I'm like, this is horrible.
What's great about those pictures is that most of those couples, at least half of them, you had to guess that the girl or the guy is banging somebody else. That is exactly what the fuck's happening in those.
And the guy's like, yeah, you know what? I'll wear these fucking pajamas. He shuts her up. I just blew a load on some other chick's face the other day, so this makes up for it.
There are people in couples that are looking at images of other people in couples in those matching pajama things, and they're going, "Hey, I just banged that girl the other day." There she is with her boyfriend. That shit is happening.
It's true, man. I agree.
A cool teacher checking in. We had Hanukkah pajamas. You would need 8 sets of Hanukkah pajamas? I feel so bad for Hanukkah. It gets such a fucking...
You know what, though? I made my peace with it because...
You made peace with Hanukkah.
Yeah, most Jews don't give a shit about Hanukkah. You know, they don't make a big...
Just a nice blanket statement.
Yeah.
Here's
most Jews I know, most of my friends, they don't even celebrate it. I was like, you don't get 8 gifts, one for every crazy night of Hanukkah?
That's a lot of gifts.
No.
That's a lot of gifts. 8 gifts?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have a little gift for someone every day.
Not like some extravagant gift. There's not like, you know, at Christmas sometimes you get like the big gift. You get some...
Yeah, I also know a lot of Jews that celebrate Christmas.
I did see that on the, who did I see that with? I think it was Jeffrey Ross. I was looking at Jeffrey Ross on the Instagram there, and he's Jewish, right? And he had a Christmas tree with the Jewish star on.
Horrible.
Not horrible. That's just what they want to do. Let them fucking do what they want to do. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. I think Christmas is getting...
I think you need I think you need a little positivity in your life. I think you need to leave the city and go fucking see a tree and go experience a fucking barn and stop being so negative about Christmas cards and you're a fucking big bah humbug motherfucker.
I came to Arizona. You didn't show me any barns.
There's no fucking barns out here.
I'm sure there's one in Sedona.
Yeah, I'm not fucking taking you all up to Sedona to see a fucking barn. It's not that big.
It's supposed to be beautiful up there. How many times have you been to Sedona?
I've been to Sedona a bunch of times. It's a northern
How come you don't invite
territory
me
here in Arizona. Huh?
How come you don't invite me to Sedona?
I didn't know I had to fucking throw out invitations for people to fucking...
I mean, you know, Karen, it would be nice.
I've been there enough to know, like, you know, I don't really give a shit to go back.
Wow.
It's Red Mountains. Big deal. Who gives a shit?
Instead, now
I'm being the negative motherfucker.
Place.
Huh?
Instead, you want to send me to that bikini barista place.
Yeah, that's an experience. That's a fucking place. That bikini barista that I just Numbnuts is referring to right now is located it's in the same parking lot as a haircutting place and a place where you can wash your car. You get a lot of shit done in that one little parking lot.
Hey, my nuts are numb because they're empty. What's your excuse?
That's a reference to my lack of whatever the fuck. Lack of.
Are we doing in that department? Anything?
Doing great.
Well, my fucking ears are in pain. Fucking hearing your fucking voice, you twat.
You really
I'm not talking about that shit.
All right.
I don't want to talk about it. It just annoys the shit out of me.
So Kevin Spacey, what do you want to say?
What do you want to say about Kevin Spacey? I could care less. He's weird. He's
got nothing to lose now. So now he can do whatever the fuck he wants. And if he wanted to make a corny, fucking, shitty, weird video, have him playing Frank Underwood.
Speaking about his own Kevin Spacey life, it's weird. It's a bizarre vortex of.
There was so many parallels too because he kept saying, you know, I'll be back, or
you want me back.
they faked my death or some bullshit like that. I'm like,
there were a lot of there were a lot of updates. By the way, 6.4 million views on this.
More than that now. It's over 7 million.
It's over 7 million views on this weird video Kevin Spacey put out. He put it out, I guess, and he played the character Frank Underwood, which is the character he plays in House of Cards.
Right.
But he references vaguely the accusations that have been brought against him with, these bullets.
You got that audio queued up?
I do have it. But the one that he's being brought up on charges is the 18-year-old boy he fondled apparently in Nantucket. So as a kid, apparently he met at a bar in Nantucket. It was a bar back kid, like the kid that carried the empty beers back to the back room and stacked them away or whatever. Apparently the kid was 18 and he was drinking, but the article that I read today about that incident was that the kid mentioned or said something that he was 23. So I guess that was a lie. And apparently there's a Snapchat video of the altercation. And Kevin Spacey was at the bar, and there's, he wanted to have, I guess the kid had 5 beers or something, and Kevin's like, "Oh, you're 23, let's, start drinking whiskey." And they go over this piano at this bar. Apparently there was a piano there, and they're all at the piano and singing. And Kevin's, reaching underneath the console and doing a little shoop, beep, 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 beep.
Where's that video?
Apparently he's feeling on the young buck's little fucking hammer.
Play it on the screen behind you. Come on.
I got the YouTube. I don't have the Snapchat video. That's evidence. But I have the weird video that Kevin put out. I guess he put this out. Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve. Yep.
No,
it's a nice little gift for everyone.
This is just the fucking bizarre, weird. This is a guy who's like he's stuck on an island. Nantucket's an island. He's stuck on an island, and he's stuck in his house, and he's stuck with his own thoughts. And this is what you get. He's like, this is a fucking brilliant idea. Let me confuse everybody. Watch this shit, people.
I know what you want.
Why was he washing his hands?
Oh, sure, they may have tried to.
Huh?
Why was he washing his hands?
Because he wants to make it look like he's domesticated. He's, celebrating Christmas like everybody else. Life goes on. There's fucking nothing to see here. But he's, who filmed this, by the way?
Who cares?
To separate us, but what we have is too strong. It's too powerful.
He could have had a still camera.
And after all, we shared everything, you and I. I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't.
Now, up until this point in the video, he's strictly Frank Underwood and referring to things that have taken place inside the series House of Cards.
Where's Claire?
Claire's pregnant. Did you watch the final season without him?
I sure did.
I made it to the point where, just out of nowhere, she's pregnant. Yeah, and then I was just like, I'm done. This is it. Yeah. Too much.
So we're not done, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want. You want me back. Of course, some believed everything and have just been waiting with bated breath to hear me confess it all. They're just dying to have me declare that everything said is true and that I got what I deserved.
See, now he's being Frank Underwood, referencing the real life Kevin Spacey problems, right?
Deserved. Wouldn't that be easy if it was all so simple? Only you and I both know it's never that simple, not in politics and not in life. But you wouldn't believe the worst without evidence, would you? You wouldn't rush to judgments without facts, would you?
Fuck yeah, we would. It's 2018.
No, not you. You're smarter than that. Anyway, all this presumption made for such an unsatisfying ending. And to think it could have been such a memorable send-off. I mean, if you and I have learned nothing else these past years, it's that in life and art, nothing should be off the table. We weren't afraid, not of what we...
Even a young boy's hammer. What do you think so far there, Chris? Your thoughts. Go ahead.
Well, he's definitely all sexed up in this one.
He's all fucking horned up.
He sure is horned up.
He's all fucking horned up in that kitchen.
Licking his chops. He's grunting.
He's probably not even wearing pants underneath that.
He's got the sexy Frank Underwood voice, you know, not like the normal one.
Got the sweater and the apron and just fucking cock dingling right down here somewhere.
An old queen trying to get some dick, man.
He's just a fucking queen trying to get a little stiffy.
Trying to get some young dick.
Trying to go out in the woods and score himself a young buck. Fucking creepy old bastard. That's what he is. That's what he's doing on that fucking island, man. That Nantucket Island. You can do some creepy shit on that island.
Yeah, how do you know he's on Nantucket Island?
That's where the allegations come from. A bar in Nantucket.
Well, I'm saying in the video was he?
I think that's where he lives.
No, come on.
I don't know. There we go.
We said not of what we did, and we're still not afraid. Because I can promise you this. If I didn't pay the price for the things we both know I did do, I'm certainly not going to pay the price for the things I didn't do.
But he paid a price for the things he... I'm fucking confused. This is so weird.
The question is, like I know, like, he obviously he fucked these dudes or whatever. One, did he know they were young, were they under 18 when he did it? And well, two, has it ever been, like, he's never been charged with anything?
No, well, he just was. He has to appear in court on January 7th.
For which one?
The 18-year-old kid who we thought,
really?
Who apparently he thought was 23.
Right. So how did that happen?
What do you mean? How'd that happen?
The
kid was a bar back at a bar.
And then he said
Kevin was at drinking. Yeah. What's that?
And he said he was 23.
Yeah. Somewhere in the article it said. I read an article today. It's in the New York Post today.
And then he raped that guy.
He didn't rape him. He was just hitting on him like everybody at the bar noticed that Kevin Spacey was getting a little handsy by the piano.
He was a drunk gay man trying to get.
Yeah, he was trying to score. He's a fucking He's Kevin Spacey. He's on the island of Nantucket. He's getting loaded at a bar. A young fucking buck just gets lost in the woods at the bar, and just there's Kevin fucking bing like this. He's at the bar, and the young buck just rolls out, and Kevin's just trying to grab it up, get a little fucking, rub and tug in the parking lot before he goes home.
And what's the kid doing? Is he leaving?
Actually, I believe in the article it actually mentioned that Kevin Spacey tried to get the kid to come home at the house he was staying in.
And what'd the kid do?
The kid didn't want to go.
It would have been a nice story if he went.
Well, maybe it would have been worse. Kevin Spacey might be, he's 18 years old. Well, the kid, I don't know. The kid had a girl.
Is there any evidence to all those allegations, specifically the one that came out first, Anthony Rapp, which is the actor?
Well, yeah, Kevin Spacey apparently was quoted as saying, I don't remember it, but if I did it, it was all drunken fucking nonsense.
Right. So, but is there evidence that he did it?
I don't. Well, he kind of admitted that he did do it.
Fine, but is there?
That's why he's in exile like he is now.
I just feel like there's not enough hardcore evidence anymore to anything. Like people just being put on trial by the public. You know what I mean? There's no courts or anything anymore. It's just, the court of public opinion.
Well, here's
if someone comes out and accuses, look at
I know, it sucks. It does suck.
Look at the situation with Chris Hardwick, right? He basically had all his work, all his shows that he was working on, all put on a shelf for fucking 6 months. He couldn't earn a salary because the network had to fucking, look into his, past and find out if this allegation was true or not.
Right.
So the thing is, these allegations get way out of hand. And I'm not saying, Kevin Spacey didn't do horrible things. Maybe he did, but these days it just feels like anyone can make any accusation and it's a fact.
Right.
When it necessarily isn't a fact.
This video right here though is not a good idea. Not a good idea.
No, it's horrible. But he's got his board. He's got nothing to do.
I know, and he's got to fucking suck it up. He can't fucking be making videos like this. Stop it.
Guess what? It worked, right? For him, it worked.
Did it really? Because we're all looking at it going, this guy's fucking bizarre. He's like, he's diving in and out of characters and fucking fiction shit and his own life.
That season of House of Cards was so bad that people might just be okay with it.
Right. They kind of like want him back because the season's so bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pedophile or not, we want this fucker back. He's a good actor. Here is more.
Well, of course, they're going to say I'm being disrespectful, not playing by the rules like I ever played by anyone's rules before. I never did, and you loved it.
Creep. He's got to stop doing the creep voice. And you loved it. That's what he said to that fucking kid when he grabbed his hammer at that fucking Nantucket bar. And you loved it.
I got 4 inches of steel that'll get you going.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Despite all the poppycock, the animosity,
and don't use the
poppycock.
Don't use the word cock. Can't be anywhere in this fucking.
Use the word poppycock. That's great.
If you're gonna do anything, just don't have any compound word poppycock. No cock in this fucking video. The word cock has to just eliminated. Any statement you give.
I think
publicly, Kevin. He probably did do it on purpose.
Look, he's having fun, so he's gonna say stupid shit like
the headlines, the impeachment without a trial. Despite everything, despite even my own death, I feel surprisingly good.
Now he's dropping back into the fucking character, Frank Underwood. Fucking weird. Just a bizarre.
Good.
Fucking creepy Kevin.
Look, when you're out of the...
I tell you what, he's a great actor, though. This motherfucker.
He's incredible. He's one of the best actors of all time.
He really is. He's a fucking incredible actor. He just does this. He just is like, put up a camera, I'm going to do a whole fucking monologue. And he killed it. It's creepy, but he killed it.
He creeped. Yeah, right. The thing is, the character is creepy by nature. So,
yeah.
You know, he nailed it. He nailed the creepiness.
And my confidence grows each day that soon enough you will know the full truth. Well, wait a minute. Now that I think of it, you never actually saw me die, did you?
So he's like addressing a whole bunch of things, right? He referenced the headlines in the papers. Is this a whole fucking Frank Underwood? This could be taken all sorts of different ways. This could be
obviously he's referencing himself. It's obvious. That's so obvious.
It could be like him.
He's using this parallel world to try to make a statement for himself.
Dude, in this day and age, it almost fucking works.
Yeah, it does because he did it in the character.
In this day, like if he did this shit in the fucking 70s, people are like, this guy's fucking lost his mind.
Yeah, he's Looney Tunes, man.
Like him, like method acting, fucking crazy bitch motherfucker. But in this day and age, it's just like, oh, I thought Frank Underwood was a real person. There he is. I guess he is a real person. That's like if Tony Soprano just, appeared
I didn't really get shot in the last scene.
Yeah. Here I am. I didn't really die in real life. I really didn't have that heart attack. It's weird, isn't it?
It's very weird.
Did you, and it really didn't help that his last movie that bombed, like the title of it was a real creepo title. It was like the Billionaire Boys Club or something.
Oh, Billionaire Boys. Right.
It's the worst. It's like it's like his public. He doesn't have a publicist, right? At this point,
No, everybody dropped him. No one works at him right now. So
that's why this video exists.
Oh man, who told him to do this? He told himself to do it. There's no one else whispering in his ear.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to do this. This is all on him, man.
What a weird thing happening. And that is the case of if he is like he hasn't been out. He hasn't been out, and he's just been consumed with his own thoughts and all these allegations, these fucking articles, these blog posts, all this internet fucking traffic.
It's interesting he's doing it 2 weeks before he's supposed to stand trial. That's fucking weird.
That is weird, and it doesn't help. I don't think. Don't you want to just if you're his lawyer, you're just like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Go into obscurity.
You're making my job harder.
Right.
It fucking sucks. I don't even know who you are. Like, who am I representing? Frank Underwood or Kevin Spacey here? Do you even know who you are? Because in this video, it can be taken a bunch of different ways. This video can be taken strictly as a shot at the final season of House of Cards.
Absolutely. No. It's 100% a shot at the final season. But he's using that to also, like, by the way, if the final season was amazing, right? He probably wouldn't have done this.
No.
But there was an outcry. If you go online and look through like blogs and fucking, forums and all that shit, there's an outcry for bringing Frank Underwood back.
Really?
And yeah, those people that like this show really missed Frank Underwood. People are saying it. If you actually look at the YouTube comments under that video, there's a ton of like, yeah, bring Frank Underwood back. This is amazing. Like, there's a lot of positive feedback.
So what do you think what do you think his actual intent was with this video?
His actual intent was like, I know that
strictly to get the show back.
I don't think he can. It will never happen. Netflix will never do it.
I know, but what is his intent to? His
intent was to speak to the fans that were calling for him to come back
to play the character Frank Underwood.
Yes. So he gave whatever fans he has left what they wanted.
Do you think it was his intent also to reference the allegations of his, sexual misconduct?
How could he not? That's exactly what he's doing. And by the way, if anyone says, "Hey, why would you say?" Well, I was doing a character. And it was completely in response to the final season of the show.
Right? Because it
has nothing to do with my personal life.
This is like a fucking, a song, like a rock song from the 90s. You can interpret it in a couple different ways.
Right. I like the 90s rock and roll reference.
There you go. Talent on loan from dog shit. It is fucking weird, man. It is a weird thing. I don't know. It is strange, though, right? Let me see what else is.
Like Go ahead, play the rest because that funny little end song is hilarious.
Oh, he has an end song? I didn't watch it.
Conclusions can be so deceiving.
So weird. They wouldn't
miss me.
You think did he do that?
That's like the end of a Matlock episode that ends in a cliffhanger.
Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
Oh, it's Kevin Hart.
What on earth are you on about?
Yeah, it's just fucking bizarre, man. Bizarre shit. There you go. Fucking.
Talking about bizarre shit. Did you see that Chris Rock thing that everyone's fucking ganging up on him for?
Yeah, the old clip from 2011, right? Where it's my
God, 2012. But here it is, right? There's this girl who used to be on ESPN. Her name is Jamil Hill.
Oh yes, I saw Jamil.
Fucking can't get a job to save her life.
Jamil.
So she uses her 1 million fucking Twitter followers to basically announce that this is racist.
Right.
And it's like, where the fuck were you fucking 7 or 8 years ago? Where were you?
I remember watching that when it came out. I remember watching that shit and going.
Yeah, and I said, okay, it's comedians talking about the N-word. So fucking what, man?
Yeah,
they were talking about it in a comedic way. They made Jerry feel very uncomfortable, which I thought was hilarious. Ricky Gervais, put his 2 cents into it. Louis C.K. said what he had to say, and Chris Rock fucking, went with it.
Right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with fucking people discussing the N-word if it's done it could be done in a comedic way, in an intellectual way. They're not calling someone the N-word. They're not telling someone that that's what they are or what they represent.
Well,
they're talking about the actual word. It's just the word.
2018 is the year where people pay for things they did in the past on Twitter.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I know. I mean, and hopefully 2019 is going to be different when the year.
By the way, it was on HBO, man. So it's like
it was. I watched it, and I get it. Like you're throwing around the N-word and but
Kevin Hart getting thrown off the fucking Oscars because I don't even know what bullshit was that a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, because he had a homophobic
tweet from like 5 years ago.
2009, I think it was.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So he had it's just
horrible. You're a different person 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like you're not even fucking thinking about that anymore.
Well, he
also caught shit because he had a Cowboys and Indians fucking birthday party for his kid.
The Kevin Spacey allegations are old. They're old too.
Everything.
The latest one is 2 years old.
They're just trying to take people down.
It was a nothing issue for an entire year. No one said anything.
Well, I mean, look, that kid that came out and said it about him, he was just asked a question. Whether that was a setup or not, we don't know. But he was asked a question and he said, "Yeah, he did molest me or rape me as a kid." But with no no evidence. Like you can't. I don't know, man. It used to be a thing where you used to get sued for saying shit like that, or you used to get, ignored for making claims like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just anything that comes out of someone's mouth, as long as it's an accusation about someone in power, that's it. They get screwed.
Yeah, and God forbid you don't have the money to fight this stuff, and then you're done.
And by the way, like you know that the Kevin Hart comments on Twitter 10 years ago wasn't done with any ill intentions, and so now millions of his fans now suffer because one fucking person said, "Hey, I got a problem with this," and now he doesn't get to fucking host the Oscars.
Yeah, and it's just we're living in a different time. It's just such a weird time.
It's a fucked up thing, dude.
It's a really weird time we're living in, dude. I watched over the Christmas breaks. There's a couple movies I watched, just because they're like my holiday fucking movies. But Trading Places, with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, the old one.
Yeah, there's so many jokes that wouldn't get through today.
But if you watch that movie now, like I watched it 3 days ago, and I've loved this movie for my entire life. It's one of my favorite movies. But if you watch that now, knowing what the climate is now, that movie is so fucking shocking. If you take into the fact the climate that we live in now, and everybody's just so pussified, and everybody's offended, and this and that. If you watch Trading Places, you're just like, oh my god, how does this exist?
Well, what did have you heard about the Christmas Story? There was an online petition to try and get networks to not play A Christmas Story because he's
bullied.
No, because he's violence in it because he has a gun and he shoots his eye out. Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Absolutely.
A kid has a gun in his hand. So let's take the movie that's like this classic epic movie off the air.
There has to be a pushback to all this shit. I hope there will be.
Well, TNT and TBS, they stuck to their guns and they played the movie.
TJ and I were reporting last week that the radio station that banned "Baby It's Cold Outside." There was another one in Kentucky that took that song and played it for 2 hours straight.
Right,
just as a fuck off. Yeah.
Then it became, I think, the most played song on Apple Music or something like that.
Yeah. So I hope these discussions can happen. I mean, the HBO, the powers that be at HBO in 2011 were like, we're gonna get Chris Rock. We're going to get Louis C.K. We're going to get fucking Jerry.
We're
gonna let them go, and they're going to talk whatever they want. They're comedians. Comedians are honest. Comedians are at the pulse of what's funny, what's topical, blah blah blah. We're gonna talk about it. When they said the M word a few times. I mean, Louis C.K. doesn't come off looking great now. If you watch that clip from 2011, knowing what he's been through the last fucking, year and a half or so, or 2 years.
It's just another pile up on the guy.
Yeah, it looks terrible. It looks and fucking Ricky Gervais looks like just looks like an outclassed comic in that whole fucking. He really does. He really does look like he's out. He looks like a child in that clip. Ricky Gervais. He's talented though. Good for him. But fucking.
He's extremely talented.
He's extremely talented. But it's not a good look. Jerry Seinfeld just going, what the fuck?
Well, he came out looking good on that one because he never said the word. And he looked uncomfortable.
Yeah. So.
And they were teasing him about it.
Yeah. And that's the way, it's not like a terrible thing. And I don't understand people hammering Chris Rock. Oh, how do you dare?
Because he allowed it. That's why.
But he's the one that he brought it up.
Yeah, I know, but that's what her claim was, that I wouldn't have accepted this, like this wouldn't have been okay. I'm not one of those black people that's okay with, people using
that was Jamil's take. Yeah,
that's what her take was. 2 tweets about it because she had nothing fucking better to do on a Saturday night.
But what Chris Rock says in the clip, he's like, "Hey, Louis, you have some flavor. You are a."
This girl got let go at ESPN.
I know she's an idiot.
Because of her political, she refused to not talk about politics. So she kept talking about politics. Like, hey, this is a sports network. We don't really want to talk about politics. Let's get back to sports. They suspended her. She came back. What did she do? She's talking about politics again. So they let her go. And now she can't fucking get a job because no one wants to touch her.
Yeah, well,
she's toxic. She's a toxic person.
She has opinions that no one wants to hear, and that's why she
clearly has an agenda. It's all self-serving, and she forgot why she became a sports journalist in the beginning, which was to report sports and talk about sports and entertain people with her reporting. Nobody wants to hear about her take on politics.
Yeah,
and so now she can't get hired anywhere. She's working at the Atlantic, which is basically a glorified blog. And it's fucking it's like, who wants to listen to this girl, man? And really the only reason why she makes the comments, she makes the comments because she needs to fucking keep traction. She needs to stay relevant.
Yeah.
So she puts this out there, and she probably has met Chris Rock a few times and they know each other well, and she probably said, fuck it, I'm gonna throw one of my own under the bus.
Terrible.
For my own agenda, which is exactly what she did.
Jamil Hill. Chris Rock tweet. Let's see
what are you doing? Writing down notes?
No, I want to see what her. I want to see what her actual tweet was.
Hey, by the way, I'm losing power.
The radio show's gonna end. Jamil Hill on the Chris Rock thing. Here's her one of her tweets. It's quite clear that even if Chris Rock wasn't born, Gervais and Louis C.K. were going to be using the N-word. Black people never have and never will give white folks permission to call us that. That's the jig. We get blamed for their use of it like they never needed our approval. But Chris Rock in the clip, she's not even watching the clip.
She's not.
Not watching the clip.
The N-word was used.
Chris Rock was using the N-word to say that fucking Louis C.K. had, similar traits or flavor or right. A vibe or a nastiness or a groove.
And they're best friends,
anything.
By the way. I mean, they've known each other for so long. Like CK's written for everything Chris Rock has ever done.
Yeah.
And they're fucking close friends. And it's like, what? Maybe he was okay with him using it.
So done with the fucking race talk. I can't stand it anymore. I hate it. No, I mean, it's not you. I'm just like, even in like the whole social media, everything. I'm just like, fuck. Can't we all just fucking get along like Rodney King said?
No.
What the fuck? Who cares? I'm white. You're black. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Stop. Enough. I like you. You like me. Let's just
Doesn't
go
work
fucking.
that way,
Yes, it does. It does work. It does work that way.
No, because then someone with an agenda like
Content of character, not the color of my skin. Content
people
of
like
character.
to stir the fucking pot, man.
Yeah, those people have bad content of character. They're shitheads.
Yes, she does.
Like Jameel Hill is a shithead.
She's an attention seeker.
Yeah.
An attention seeker trying to get some fucking views.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anybody who's commenting on that clip other than fucking Louis C.K., Jerry Seinfeld, Ricky Gervais, or Chris Rock, that's it. And the
Think
dickhead.
about what she had to do to pull that fucking thing out of her ass.
Well,
You know what I mean? She must have been holding it in her pocket.
She wasn't the only one. She wasn't the only one to have a cocky made me take on the fucking thing too.
But she's the
and
one
no
that
one should
brought
be
it up.
having a take on a fucking clip that's 12. It's fucking
Agreed. Which
6,
is
7
why
years old.
How absurd it is. It's so
I
absurd
know.
that she would dig that fucking thing up just to cause trouble.
That's why I'm so glad fucking 2018 is coming to a fucking close.
It's not going to change. This is it going forward, man.
No, we got to make resolutions. Stop being shitheads.
Meanwhile, I went nuts over that clip I sent you about
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah. This fucking guy takes 4 years, over $80 million from the Knicks,
and
then goes and then just fucking lays an egg for fucking 3 seasons.
Well, he had to go. Oh, there goes Chris. He's gone. I guess that's the end of our show because Chris Power just went out. Are you there, Chris? Going once, going twice? This has been a real shithole of a show. Wait, let me try to call him. Chris, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm gonna call Chris on my phone and see if he's gonna wrap up the show. Hey.
Yeah, I can't find a power cord. I fucked up. Sorry.
All right, whatever. I guess that's the end of our show. I'm playing the closing music anyway. Well, it was a good show.
Joakim Noah point?
Go ahead. You're on my phone, and I have it up against my microphone. So go ahead and make your.
This fucking guy takes, 4 years, $85 million or something from the Knicks. Barely plays. I think he played a total of like 40 games in 3 seasons. Gets released, signs with the Memphis Grizzlies, and then goes on a radio and says, "Yeah, I was too lit to play in New York.
There's too much
I wasn't
distraction.
ready for New York."
It was too much distraction. But yet he gets to keep the fucking majority of that money.
Yeah, he kept it all. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
he kept it all. Oh, it's guaranteed. Fuck.
And then he just basically says, "I partied too much." That's why
And he got another job. He got another job.
Oh my God! It's like, dude, how do you get away with this? Why isn't everyone going nuts for that?
Well, it's the New York Knicks, and no one fucking cares, and it's
Well,
basketball.
I'm saying, it's like you're talking about character of a person, right?
Yeah, that's a shitty character
This
of
guy
a person.
committed fucking larceny, man.
Yeah.
He fucking took money and he just partied and fucking didn't care. Didn't give a shit about fans or people. The reason why he has a contract, the reason why he can make that money, is because fucking people buy tickets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
So our ticket prices get raised, and this guy fucking goes on the radio and goes, "Hey,
It was a heist. It was a well thought out heist. He fleeced the New York Knicks for some money. All right, Chris.
fucking unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable."
You have the final word. Go ahead.
Final word is, we're all fucked. We're gonna keep getting fucked. And either you're gonna fucking grin and bear it, or you're gonna get fucking killed while you're getting raped. That's it.
And with that, people, we'll see you on Friday. More lunaticradio.com show. Follow us on social media at Lunatic Radio across the board. All right. Thank you, Chris. We'll see you later, buddy. All right. Later.